Hey, what's your boys doing? How no one's doing today? As for me, I'm quite energetic. Hello, I'm happy to have a returning viewer, and hello, Jojo. It's been a long time. So yeah, I've just hang out today. Another of the void of thoughts. A few things. I mean, a few topics. Of course, like the big title topics today are going to be about localizers and how I think they have a little bit too much power. A bit about Fire Emblem Fire Emblem Engage. I've already talked about in the previous video. Check that out, or you can just sit and just talk here. We're gonna talk about Viz Media and their stupid stuff they're trying to do in their localizing. No Game No Life's author talks about is retaliating against certain things. Maybe I'm over exaggerating that, but on top of that. Some news on the VTuber space and speculation on other things, and just some I guess me reacting to some of what 4chan is like speculating. Oh, these things, Niji Saji bad. So yeah, that is the topics for today. Thank you guys for joining me. It's fine Sunday evening, or maybe it's a Monday morning for some of you guys. So let's switch over the chatting screen. You gotta see yourselves. 4chan's amazing. I actually was talking to my friend about like some recent news, and as usual, they exaggerate a lot of things. So we'll talk about that when we get to that topic. Okay, so we'll start with the first topic for today. We're gonna switch over to the web browser view here. Yeah, right, fun stuff, Jojo. So Game Banana, title here: Game Banana forces Fire Emblem Engage uncensored patch to be censored again. 4chan's great. So the topic here today, if you guys don't know, there's a game called Fire Emblem Engage, small franchise, and the game has caught some hot water from the localizers because they remove things that don't feel necessary, or the localizer impose their own morals onto translations, or remove stuff because morals don't line up. And so yeah, we'll go to Nintendo, right, small indie. So I'll actually click on this link here, this backlash we want to look at here. This is actually a tweet from someone speaking about some changes in the localization. Now, like, I understand what their sensibility is trying, like, this is, you can't have children in romances, because if you look here, this is the English localization on the left, while on the right is the original Japanese text, which is roughly translated. I won't say I can trust it 100% because I don't know Japanese, but I'm gonna like put some slight faith in this translation here. So Anna, we made a good team coming up with this product together, and I'm really grateful. This is the red-haired character. I'm still a child, so I may not be ready for these sort of things. Okay, clear. But it's totally different, right? I got a memento of our great work, so why shouldn't you? Even if it's too soon for us to be lovers, we can still be partners or anything. Now, I know a lot of people in the replies like, oh, well, if you're defending this, you're sus. It's like, whoa. Like, these are fictional characters. Who are you defending? Right? That's like a big thing. Like, a lot of people grandstand like, oh, why are you sexualizing fictional characters that look like children? It's like, well, they're children characters, and there's no one being hurt, Exactly, partners, right? They're very explicit about that. So down here though, they do say partners, but then like in a different way. With you, I might be able to work traveling, my significant other. So that does imply a little bit more than just a partnership or friendship. So it depends on how you think about it. Again, this is a translation. I don't know Japanese. I have more trust in like fan translators that have localizers, so that says a lot about how things are, right? So that was already some like stuff that they caught some flack for. And so, oh, that's too early. Oh, I can't just, whoops, wrong tab. So, what mod are we talking about? So there's this mod here. It's the Fire Emblem Engage Uncensor patch. So it's supposed to uncensor things. However, like the article says here from Niche Gamer, they asked the guy to censor the uncensor patch. How does that make sense? I don't know, man. I don't know. So we'll go down here. We'll look at the patch notes because they have version 1.1, so not much change here. But then in an update 1.2, they removed instances. So Anna Jean and Lear supports wake up removed admin petition revoking Rule 13. Now, invoking Rule 13. Now, in my video previously, I said I didn't know about Rule 13. However, I was actually on the ball with it, where their rules say, hey, we can, at our own discretion, can ask you to change mod. That's fine. I get it. You know, this is their website. They host the stuff, so they get to curate however they want on their site. Totally fine. I get it. However, it's just ironic that they asked someone to censor an uncensor patch. So in response to that, they did make a post. So we'll go to this new tab here, which is an archive of their post in responding to it. And you might be wondering, oh, why do I have an archive link? Delicious stuff coming soon. Don't you worry. So we'll read through what they have to say here. Okay. So note here that this is the URL up here, and that's the post number, right? Matches right here. Scroll down, and Tom. Again, I don't know what they are, but I'm guessing they speak for Game Banana, right? So Game Banana is respecting the wishes of the developers, who, when translating the game from Japanese English, decided not to depict certain romantic relationships. If you wish to have the fully translated English mod, you'll have to find it elsewhere. And by the way, it was banned on Lovers Lab. I'm like, update. The respecting. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it. Let me finish reading this first. The original Japanese version of FEE has a romantic relationship between characters of ambiguous age. It became apparent later that through examination of the game files that these characters might be around 12 and 18. The developers of the US release removed this romantic relationship. The banned mod translated all of the original Japanese dialogue to English. Thus, it effectively releases the romantic relationship between Russian audiences, where I believe the developers did not want this to occur. For the same reasons as the developers, we do not want to release it either. This doesn't mean you can't get it elsewhere. We just won't be hosting it. Delicious. Let's read now. Before I address this, right? We'll move on to the unarchived, so the current version of this post. Okay? This is the current version. Huh. It seems a little bit different. Huh? I've been told by people who agree and disagree with our decision that additional justification should be removed because it's either inaccurate, speculative, or simply not needed. And I now concur, so I've removed it. The only justification that needed, which is not changed, is below. Game Banana does not wish to store on its servers the text and words that convey romantic relationships between an adult and a child. Every other part of the translation is available for download except this part. So, in my video talking about this, I said, oh, they're trying to cover up for themselves. I still feel like they're covering up because, yeah, they said way too much than they needed. Is Lear. I don't really know much about Fire Emblem Engage. I'll admit that, right? But what I find funny is just like they had to backtrack. It's as if, you know, I don't know, it's just me, but maybe it's cool if you got someone to proofread your work before you post it, and instead of backtracking like this. Great idea. Anna is clearly a kid, but for Alir being 1,000-year-olds. Is Alir 1,000? I mean, let me find out. You know what? This is weird. Alir, Fire Emblem, protagonist. Oh yeah. Well, they're the protagonist. Oh, I did not know that. Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, 1,000 years. Yeah. I guess this character's an adult. I don't know. As an avatar, yeah. Huh. Yeah, this is more of a lore thing, I guess, right? But you know, this moral grandstanding is really funny because, again, who is this protecting? These are fictional characters, right? So I'll address each point that I did before about the archive post here. So I've my notes from my previous video on this topic here, actually. So let's go. What was it? There we go. Emblem. Oh, did I delete that? Oh. Oh. What? Where'd I put it? Let me find it. What did I even put in there? Game. Ah, there we go. Yeah, sorry, I had the title. Oh, I had the title. Here we are. Yeah. Okay, so, let me talk about the few problems I have. Some people are kind of uncomfortable about the late Alir and Anna thing, even though they are partners, not lovers. Well, yeah, I know they're uncomfortable, right? But, like, it's a fictional thing, right? Like, games can make you uncomfortable. Like, what's the point of playing a game if you're comfortable, right? The point of some games is to be a bit of a challenge, right? I'm not saying it has to challenge you physically or mentally. It could maybe sometimes it challenge you emotionally, right? That's valid as a gaming experience, in my opinion. So being uncomfortable playing a game is not a valid reason to censor something like this, right? So I'll go to my notes here. Let me move to the side so I can read your chat still too. A few problems. So you know how you mentioned earlier, like, respecting the developers, right? Why does your site exist then? If you really actually care about, let me switch over to my screen so I can, the chat screen. What am I doing? So we're done with. Yeah, I'm trying to learn better management of my own thing. So yeah, mods, right? Think about this. Mods inherently don't respect developers because they do things that the game is not inside the game and not inherently in the game. So Game Banana, you shouldn't exist then if you want to respect developers. Great. Here's some, like, I'm going to assume a lot of things here. So I'm assuming they don't want to show these romances between these different aged characters, either adult and a child, in video games because maybe they think, oh, if we show this in video games, that means we're promoting pedophilia or noncery. It's like, okay, cool. So let's assume that is what their argument is, right? So what of the argument that not we, but people fought over 20 years ago about video games cause violence? Oh, wait, they don't. It's like consuming a media doesn't influence the thing that the media shows to happen. What is this moral grandstanding for then? Right? What is it for? So again, this is, if they do believe that like showing this kind of romance in a video game causes real life children to be hurt, then that means that they should technically support the idea that video games that have violence cause violence, which we know not to be true, right? We know that not to be true. Okay, another note. So at one point they said that, by the way, which is really weird and snarky, like, oh, by the way, it was removed from Lover's Lab. Okay, great. They're a different site. Why do they have influence over what your decision is then? Like, this is your site. That's their site. You do what you want over there, right? Like, what's the point? Like, I don't know why they brought that in. And also, weird to take standards from Lover's Lab, which is a website that hosts adult content. Like, they're a little bit different, huh? Right? Fire Emblem is about war, and we use children and minors as soldiers. Despite this, I don't like war, and child soldiers are immoral and evil. I don't like war. I mean, war, but if it's a message about, no, if we're talking about war, right? War is bad. And if you want to comment on what is bad about war, you have to show the consumer, whoever's playing this game, what is bad about war. That, like, you have to show the child soldiers, the death, the negative parts about war to show it's bad, right? How can you say something's bad without actually showing it's bad, right? And it's safer, in my opinion, that they're doing it in a video game, because I don't know if you guys know about a movie called Cuties, which they're excused. Oh yeah, we exploited children so to show that exploiting children is bad. What? What? Excuse me? Right? Yeah, I know. I had to bring that in. I'm sorry. I had to bring that in again. So I want to go back on the developer part, because I really like emphasizing when these guys said, "Oh, we were trying to respect developers. The developers wanted this. The developers wanted that." Wouldn't restoring the original story elements in the original language version be? Yes, that would be more respectful. I agree, Anubis. Absolutely agree. Be more respectful. Now, here's I have a tinfoil hat theory here. It's not that tinfoil hat. So they keep saying developers. We want to respect developers. We want to respect developers. Okay. My tinfoil hat is that they're trying to stay within good graces with localizers, because localizing and translating is a different team from the actual game developers, right? So I think, because I've heard some people talk about this, where like people have been trying to like wiggle their way through for recognition by saying, "Oh, I'm a translator and localizer. I'm part of the development team." It's like, no, you're not. You're part of the translating and localizing team. Different team. You didn't actually develop anything, right? But in part, I've said, if these people want credits in this work, fine, because then we know who messes up. Then we know who to blame, and hopefully they don't, fail upwards, right? And I did see a small tweet, and I don't really want to share it because like I can't prove anything, right? Someone said, "Oh, I'm in the Discord with Game Banana, and there's people saying apparently they're fearing being canceled if they don't remove the mod or ask the mod to be censored." It's like, you're worse if you're actually so fearful and cowardice with these people. If you actually want to, again, respect the developers, you would actually, put in actual Japanese language, or keep that in so that people can enjoy, right? This is where I question, like, what influence do these localizers have? Is this going to be, and I don't want to, bring this in again, but I kind of have to, I guess. It's like, how much influence do they actually have, similar to how Gamergate had its problem, where there was some actual bad stuff happening in the background. People found out that, oh wow, people are sleeping around to get better reviews on things, right? So that's a possible theory I have, is that like maybe these localizers are more involved in the gamer scene than we think we are, or even in the whole culture of Japanese media than we think they actually are. I know it sounds like conspiracy theory, right? So yeah, it's interesting that's why I had my title and thumbnail the way it is. Was that really true, the sleeping around thing? So at least for one instance, it was true. I can't remember her name, but she was like the main figure around the whole thing. She definitely slept around to get like favorable reviews. Now, the one instance, right? I can't say for sure that everything surrounding it, other people slept around. Zoe Quinn, that's her name. Yeah, that's the one. And like I wouldn't be surprised if video game journalists were paid off to make good reviews. Now, even today, I feel like a lot of I've seen, and again, it's very anecdotal, very he said, she said, but I've seen game journalists write really favorable reviews just so they can keep getting that review copy, even though the game's not maybe that great, right? I don't know if I can give a good example of something recent about that. Nothing much I can talk about that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were paid, but then again, they do get free access to games. That's already a good benefit, right? Of being a games journalist sometimes. And I'm gonna actually jump a little bit about the whole Zoe Quinn, and even like, what's her name again? Anita Sarkeesian, right? It's funny that they're like, oh my god, I'm being harassed online. Yeah, I know. I don't trust Wikipedia, especially because it's called a harassment campaign, but like, people clearly had a motive, like a good motive to go around stuff. Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn, funny enough, you may have recalled, they were complaining about them being harassed online. It's like, oh, I'm a woman, that's why I'm being harassed. I'm like, no, you're not special. I'm sorry, but if you're online and you are prominent, just because how it scales, you may get a certain number more harassment than other people, but everyone gets the stick. Like, everyone gets the stick on online, right? No one escapes it. And it's even more funny. They're like, oh my god, I have no power. By the way, me and Zoe get to go in front of the UN and tell people that we got sent mean words. There's no doubt in my mind that localization hacks would try to use local pressure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not surprised, right? But there's no proof, at least, because the person who posted that tweet that I saw, like these supposed like screenshots from the Discord, they censored things for privacy, which I understand, because apparently the guys were afraid of being canceled. Like, well, if you are actually proud of your work and you know what you're doing is right, then don't be afraid of being canceled, right? So yeah, that's my slight tangent, by the way, about like, Zoe Quinn and what's her name, Anita Sarkeesian. Now, I want to be very careful about saying their names too, because like it's a weird thing that like, actually talking about them makes them keep them more relevant, right? And I really don't want them to be relevant. I hope that they fade away. I'm not saying, hey, I don't like them, because, well, I actually don't like at least Anita Sarkeesian for falsifying a lot of things. And I've actually had a coworker who like actually donated her GoFundMe or whatever, the crowdfunding thing. It's like, wow, good job, lady. You wasted your money. And then I remember she even like she went for a second campaign, even though she didn't finish the first one. So like, yeah, I don't know why you would trust someone like that. And especially, oh god, I'm gonna go continue on this tangent. Continue on that tangent actually about Sarkeesian and her team, Feminist Frequency, I think they were called. I find it funny that they're like, oh my god, it's so bad that you have like such twisted representations of women in video games and media. It's like, okay, great, but then also why does your banner have such a twisted different view of your hosts or people who work in there? Like, they made them look way better than they actually do in real life, right? Like, interesting. Very fun when hypocrisy shows itself, right? So yeah, it's just fun stuff. It's fun stuff. So next topic, because I did say we have 2 instances, and I did speak about it in my video, but I'll bring it here in this video. In that, so Viz Media, I think they're a subsidiary of a Japanese company. I want to make sure I got my facts right. Viz Media. Let's see. American Entertainment headquartered. Of course, yeah, I know that. Where's their parent company? Founder, headquarters, services, parent company. So they're an American division of Shogakukan, Sheisuwa Productions. Funny enough. I don't agree how Feminist Frequency says about Bayo. Bayonetta? I'm assuming Bayonetta? Yeah, I could. Oh, maybe I should have that as a topic next time, huh? Maybe jump back to the time about Sarkeesian and all that stuff. Bayonetta. I'm curious then. What did they say about Bayonetta? I'll comment on it as well. Then I mean, I have strong. I'm here. We get to voice our opinions here. But I'll keep note of what you say here. I'm gonna continue on my topics. So Viz Media. Let me switch. Actually, what am I doing? Yeah, bam. Right. Viz Media's localizers. Bounding Atomics. Hello. Thank you guys for a wonderful article here. Viz Media's English localizers force mansplaining reference into latest Twin Star Exorcist chapter. I love the word. I love the word. Mansplain. Yeah. What did they say about Bayonetta? I don't know. I didn't see what you said here. So I said. Okay. But yeah. So mansplaining, right? Fun word that's definitely like something that came from like the West here, specifically the U.S. and specifically probably New York or California, and of course Viz Media. It doesn't show up in chat. Oh, did it moderate it automatically? Oh, let me see if I can check on that. Can I allow you to? Hmm. Weird. Yeah, I can't. Weird. Maybe it's auto modding. So I'm sorry. Try skirting around the auto mod, because I don't think I have that strict of auto mod. On YouTube streaming here. So anyways, let's move on to this topic here. So what's fun is that we'll go down to this part here, my favorite part. So this character Shizuru was being criticized by her friends, and then she said this phrase. Now again, I don't know Japanese. I'm more and more I want to learn it by learning this. This happened last Saturday, I believe. Or am I wrong? But I don't remember. It happened in the last week for sure. And it says, so apparently, according to these guys here, Rayforce Gamer, which is a professional Japanese. So Twitter user, Japanese Twitter user, Rayforce Gamer, and professional Japanese English translator, Ban-sama. User's dialogue could be translated to a guy fixating on the past ain't popular ladies you know, or alternatively, men who dwell in the past are not popular. Right? Makes sense. And then the localized translated version is mansplainers aren't popular with the ladies you know. What? what context is this appropriate? And what's funny is so the Sheisuwa, so the parent company of Viz, has not commented, at least on the writing of this article here. And it's I really, so that was like what, 3 days ago. Maybe they have talked about it before. So mansplaining. Actually, to background what word mansplaining has been, it was a word that was created a couple of years ago. I can't remember exactly when, but it was basically people saying, okay, we want a word that means a man is explaining, like specifically a man explains something to a woman, like talking down to her about something she already knows about. So inherently, it is supposed to be a like very anti-man word. I would even hazard to say that it might be a little bit misandrist, right? I would say so in its creation and use. It's just meant to be anti-man in general, and so it's not old-fashioned. It's just like not liking how a man talks down to you. I'll just call you this word. You're mansplaining, and then call it a day. It's not actually adding to any conversation. Maybe be able to take criticism and say, thank you for this criticism. This is something I'm actually quite well versed in, and be polite and just move on with the conversation instead of, you're mansplaining. How dare you? So it's a very weird word. I'm happy that I have not heard it recently. So but here's the thing, right? This is like colonizing, and I don't, or being an imperialist onto Japanese media, right? I remember there was I can't remember the show. They dubbed it to feature the phrase like, "Are you a Gamergate or something?" It's like, bro, what the fuck? Japan never experienced anything of that sort, so very likely it wasn't supposed to be in the first place. Yeah. So this is another example of imperialism onto Japanese media. And with this example here, I definitely feel like, I want to prison school. That's the one. Thank you. And Dragon Maid, actually another great example. There was an interaction between Lukua and the main character's name I can't remember, where she was wearing her regular outfit versus a more revealing outfit. She's like, I got tired of wearing it, was kind of what she said in the original Japanese, while also sub. In the English dub, they're like, I don't want to, stick up to the standards of what was it? I can't remember. But it's like, I don't want to serve man's gaze or whatever, something like that. But basically, like, completely different dialogue, trying to put down men as well. It's like, what? Who allowed you to do this, right? So, two examples of like, I don't really like that. There's a whole issue on my only gotten worse since. Yeah, absolutely, right. For me, it was definitely Dragon Maid. It helped a little bit of that. And what's funny is though, is that you would think that this is something that we've already moved past from in localizing, that we've come to understand Japanese culture better. We can localize it better. Maybe even localize it less than before, so that we get a more better understanding of Japanese culture. Because 4Kids, they're the ones that did Pokemon's dub back then, and Jelly Donut, right? The infamous Jelly Donut scene. I thought we moved past that. I've yelled about this before. I thought we've gone past that. We've passed that early phase of Japanese animation and localization and dubbing. But no, it's like that happy. I guess I don't know. I'm just looking at backwards roads in classes, but that happy age of like good localized and translation has gone past. I want to say that good time was somewhere between like 2005 up to like 2012. That's my best guess of like where that was okay. There's not too much influence on how things were gonna change things. Why did they mention gamer? Yeah, that really fell out left field. It was no reason to need to. Again, it's these kinds of people. I want to assume they're the ones that just care about their message. They won't care about their grandstanding, so they just throw it in there because, oh look, I look so much better for it. They don't really care about actually doing it. Because I remember a while back, a person who was like a ADR for, I want to say Funimation and Sentai Filmworks said like, oh, it's not transliteration. You can't have transliteration. It's like, well, most fans who are more involved would like transliteration. What if some viewers don't? Well, I mean, most people don't know what Gamergate is, to be honest, right? That was very much a small niche internet thing about video games, and they brought it to the forefront. In my opinion, it was the success of Ghost Stories dub that really gave people permission to start doing this after their 4Kids paradigm was over. Yeah, Ghost Stories was meant to be a one-off thing, not a trendsetter. Interesting about Ghost Stories. I like it though. I really do like it. It's fine that they allow more freedom, and it's sad that that freedom is taken away because of just the culture around stuff. And I think a lot of people who are just think that, oh, everyone knows these online things. They keep trying to push that sort of stuff into their localizations and translations, which is really sad to see. Because it's, I like the media because it's different. I've said that very loudly and proudly before. I like foreign media because it's different. It's foreign. It's literally different and foreign. So why would I want someone's like Western interpretation and then also throwing things in there that are super niche, that are exclusively for people who are terminally online, right? And I admit I've stayed online enough to know certain things, but I think I have realistic ideas of how things should work. Again, I think so. In my personal opinion. Ghost Stories was meant to be one of the things, at least. It would have been fine if the extra feature, but not an official dub. Okay, understandable. Yeah, understandable. Absolutely. Very interesting that, yeah, I'd say I proudly own a Blu-ray copy of Ghost Stories. Mwah. Great to have. So I'm going to go back to 4-Leaf. You were talking about Bayonetta earlier. You said, that they said that her design was made for the male gaze. I can imagine kind of their arguments, but I get that, yes, she's wearing a skin-tight suit. Well, not really suit, it's her hair. But what I know about the lore of Bayonetta, that bodysuit she wears is all of her hair, which, like, I won't speak for the actual designers, but like, hey, what if the designer just likes attractive women and thought, hey, I want attractive women to do things. Wait, I want to remember. Okay, the designer, it was a woman, right? I swear that the designer was a woman. Like, I just wanted a character that was like empowering. And if I'm right about that, if they're criticizing a woman wanting to create a power fantasy of her own, then aren't they being like the anti-woman people? um, yeah, like they don't count for well, accounting for bisexual and lesbians. Like I can get why they didn't do that because technically, right? Um, anyone under that kind of categorization of sexuality are a very very tiny uh portion of the population, like tiny, less than 1%, right? So I'm not saying, hey, you shouldn't account for it, but it's easier to account for what is the rule instead of the exception, right? So I can kind of see why they did that. Even if bio was made for the male gaze, there's nothing wrong. No, absolutely not wrong with that at all, right? Because if you want to design a character that's attractive, female character, all the power to you. Like, I don't see any problem with that, right? I mean, the funny thing is that then that reminds me of BuzzFeed. They're great, right? BuzzFeed's a great. Yeah, Mari Shimazaki. Yeah, right. I don't remember her comments, but yeah, she just wanted to make a character, and it's like, oh, great. And so if you're criticizing her for making a cool, empowering like female character, you're criticizing a woman for doing that? Interesting. But more like, see, that's the thing, right? So I don't think they know what they're talking about, obviously. And it's more about they want their message to be the one then, right? They don't want people actually to look into it and understand, oh wait, this is a woman who made it. Oh, she made this character because of these reasons. This is exactly what she wanted. No, they just want to say, oh, she just wants because men. It's like, you know, absolutely, right? They should make their own thing, but that's the problem. We can agree on with Western media creation. It's like a lot of people are lazy, and instead of actually creating something good, they'd rather complain about it, or try to take over something that's already established and say we're using this to be a vehicle for our message. It's like, well, you don't actually care about making good art then, right? And what's the point of you working in this industry if you actually don't care about making a good product first and having maybe some background stuff on the side? And that's where we can talk about like people saying it's not about people don't like politics and media. It's about when you're being just hit on the head with message. It's like, why do I care then? I would like more of a thing that is entertaining and then with some commentary on the side. I don't remember whose video I watched recently. Maybe it was one of you guys or someone else talking about, not liking politics and media. And it's like, yeah, it's not that we don't like politics. It's great. It's actually great to think about because even now, I hate the phrase "everything's political." I do definitely hate that phrase because if you look at Evangelion, let's say, right, there is some politics in there, obviously with the UN and the interactions with the group that Shinji is under. I can't remember the name of, but it's not the express purpose to be like on your head, bonk. Here's the message, right? But they also know it wouldn't be successful. No, exactly. They know it's not gonna be successful. That's why they try to co-opt things, right? So it's sad. So that's where like I can definitely see merit. I hope that we can continue to consume Japanese media, and just good media in general, right? Which is why I also been meaning to watch what's that movie again? What's the name of that movie? Top Gun. Top Gun Maverick's the new one, right? They went out just making a good movie instead of we want to send a message. Staber eating a burger? Burger King burger. Oh, the all right, yeah. Staber eating a burger. What's the message? What's the politics, guys? We got to decode it. What do the artists mean by that? Right? It's like that LA teacher you have, language arts teacher you have, or English teacher you have that like overanalyzes a book. Like, the door is red because it represents the rage within this character. What do you actually mean? Door's red. Like it's just fun, right? Just having Saber eating a burger is just like, hey, look, anime girl eating burger. Funny because she, like you said, a gender bent King Arthur, Burger King eating burger. Wow, right? People want to get way too wound up in trying to sound smart in media. Well, exactly, right? When people want to sound smart, they just use buzzwords, and it's like, well, that doesn't make sense. Like, what does it actually mean, right? Like, what do these actually mean? So yeah, it's sad that localizers are going to this point of like, we just want to sound cool, we want to sound virtuous, we want to sound smart. It's like, bro, no, just make good stuff. Imagine that. Just make good stuff. So it's the direction that we're going, and hopefully that people, I mean, I have too much hope in that people will see that and then maybe try to go against it. But that's a little too much hope. I can just continue doing my thing and consuming the media that I like, giving money where I can, right? Buying merchandise where I can to support the actual guys overseas, and avoiding every moment I can from buying any products from these licensors and even localizers, right? And that may be to my detriment in not in being able to enjoy certain things. But hey, you know, workarounds are workarounds. I'll find a way, and definitely industry needs competition. They have no threat to actually change. That's definitely a big factor. It's really it. They're so homogenized, and like even it's worse. Like I said, actually, there's no competition. There's little competition because, well, if we look at the Western side of things, right here in North America, who owns most of the distribution rights and licensing rights to Japanese media? Well, Sony. Like, really flat out, Sony. That's it. What else do we got? Right? Sentai Filmworks, sure, they're independent, but I've mentioned before, they've been infected by this I don't know what to call it. This brain rot, I guess. Sony. Well, another nickname I have for Sony is Soiny. I think one of their biggest mistakes was moving their headquarters to the US. That's definitely part of it. As well as Viz Media, definitely mistake in having their headquarters in California. And they're even, you know, though their parent company is in Japan, it's funny that they don't get to oversee this thing. Like I said in the bottom of this article, their parent company have not commented on it, and I hope they do, because this is part of the reason. Like, one, it's like, hey, I don't like the censorship, I don't like the changing of words, but part of me too is like, this is art. Someone put their like effort into making this, and now they're like, colonize it, change the integrity, break the integrity, gone. How can I appreciate this artwork? Right? It's like taking Michelangelo's statue of David and saying, penis too small, enlargement. Now it's better. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like ruining someone else's artwork. That's part of it too, right? That's why I don't like these changes. Yeah, you know, I think that's a pretty good comparison, right? I think that's pretty good, right? It's like going to the Sistine Chapel and saying, these robes, I don't like this color, paint over it. You know, it's good to have these kind of examples of, like, you know, more historic works, I feel. So I think I got it pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself. A big brain, you know. I think I sometimes come up with good ideas, sometimes. And actually, speaking about like people wanting to be imperialists on Japanese culture, there's actually a story here, also from Bounding into Comics, that kind of caught my eye. And maybe you saw it on your feeds this past week or two. So we'll go over to Bounding into Comics again. No Game, No Life creator fires back after Western reader criticizes series for lack of dark-skinned characters. So it does go explain a bit about the series. We'll go down to the actual like point here. Despite the game taking place in a fully fictional country, a Western reader unsurprisingly took issue with the fact that Disboard did not exactly parallel real-world history. A fictional world isn't the same as our world. It's fictional. It's escapism. No way. On March the 2nd, Kamiya took to Twitter to reveal that they had recently received a scolding DM from a foreigner who said, "There were brown-skinned people in medieval and early modern Europe. Why don't they appear in your work?" Western Twitter. Let's go. Responding to this accusation, the Brazilian Japanese creator declared, "First of all, Discord is not Europe." Were there furry ears or elves in medieval Europe? Also, there are usually brown skinned characters. They want it because my representation. I need my representation. Like, no, this is a Brazilian Japanese creator. Imagine them featuring Brazilian and Japanese looking characters. Wow, a writer writing from their experience. Oh, can't believe it. No way. Yeah, it should be noted that of the 16 different sentient races who have been had a seat at the table of Discord politics, there are the dwarves, all of whom are noticeably more tan than their peers. However, they did not appear in the series anime adaptation, rather they made their debut in the manga version. It seems that this fan is not fully engaged with Kamiya's work before attempting to rake him over the coals. There it is. There's that virtue signal, right? They don't know what they're talking about. They're just like, I'll complain. These people who complain usually don't read or consume the thing that they complain about. And it's kind of ironic coming from me. I haven't actually read No Game of Life, but at least I've watched. I can say that I've watched the series and the movie. But it's really funny. Like, there are no brown skin people, but if you actually read it, maybe you get what you want. It's really funny. Now, Kamiya, don't try to sympathize with these people. Okay, they're delusional. I wonder if I could understand the warmth of this area and my values if they were still we were still on the western side. I wonder if I didn't understand because I'm so close to Japanese. So basically they're saying, like, up here at least what Bounding Comics is addressing is like, what if I was more like born in the US, or would I understand them more? No. If you were born in, like, if you were like maybe raised more in like California, New York, sure. What if they might show up? Yeah, what if they might show up? So I forgot. The Anubis. I want to read what you said earlier. Is a pretty good pleb filter. Yeah, a pretty good filter. Yeah. The people working on localization, this stuff, don't actually have any particular love or respect for the art. Right? That's sad. It really is sad. I mean, that's the problem with the industry being so big. They're like, we can just hire more people. We just gotta hire more people, and people who don't care about the franchise, or any respect to Japanese culture. So that's really sad. It really is. Filters. I mean, in general, if you think about just people who gatekeep. I mean, I actually had a point where, like, I was like, gatekeeping bad. No, gatekeeping good. Some of this person was fine with Shiro, but drew the line at no dark skinned characters. Yeah, right? Oh, right, Shiro. Oh no. Do they? I mean, I'm sure if we look into this person, they might have some qualms about Shiro and her relationship with her stepbrother. Oh no. Fictional characters having a fictional relationship. No. Oh, Shiro, you know, the very young looking main character. I don't know. How would you, what one word would you use to describe Shiro that could maybe anger people? Oh, well, let me get you an image of Shiro. Shiro, no game, no life. Is there a problem, officer? I'm just gonna. Is there a problem? Maybe they might take issue with Shiro. Yeah, and even like the other like character, I can't remember her name. Like, she's part of that other like beast race of people. Lumpy. Yes, she's lumpy. People take very much issue with lumpy characters. Oh yeah, Shiro. Yeah, they probably take issue with it, but probably they just care about like the skin part. Some people really care more about like the race representation thing. But again, this is the funny thing. They care more about it's like, well, remember these people are like Japanese writers and artists who look at Japanese people as reference, but also cats. Anime characters are cats. If you haven't seen that reference, actually, let me see what I can find. Actually, let me see what I can find it. Anime characters are cats. Kizuna. Izuna? Izuna. Izuna! That's her name. Yeah, absolutely Izuna. Oh. Huh. Isn't also a character from, like, Blue Archive named Izuna? Huh. Yeah. Let's see. That has to be on Twitter, huh? Oh, wait. Anime characters are not white. Ah! Yeah? Yeah? Come on, find me that reference. Oh, come on. That was really recent, too. Let's go maybe back here. I swear. Oh, I'm sad I don't know where that is. Well, basically what I want to say though is that there was an artist that proved like, hey, by the way, like anime characters are not supposed to be well, in general, Caucasian, right? Because they even showed like reference photos of like cats' noses and like their side profiles. Definitely cats. But yeah, no, absolutely, right? Like there's certain settings that definitely imply particular races, right? Absolutely, just like FMA, right? It was basically a fictionalized version of Europe, which somehow was read beside a fictionalized China or like East Asia. They compared no, not that they didn't compare white people to cats, but a lot of people were complaining that they thought that like, oh my god, why did anime only feature white people? It's like, no, they don't. Let me find it. I want to really find the image. Let's see. Anime character, race, not white. I gotta find it. It was a good tweet. It was a good comparison. Frick. Saying that Japanese characters are white is kind of right. It kind of is. I mean, it also it speaks a lot more about the person saying it's a problem, right? Because you're just assuming a lot of things. Now, certain characters are definitely like certain races, right? If we talk about Sword Art Online, right? I can't remember his name, but like that big buff bald dude, definitely supposed to be black, right? Like that was very obvious. But to just assume a character's race because they have more pale skin, it's like, it's a lot about the person who's complaining than the person who's, you know, just enjoying the thing. He thinks a person named Mikoto is white. Yeah, exactly that, right? That's exactly that. Because that reminds me of when, what is it? I just lost my train of thought. White characters. Nope. Race. Oh, racist. Right, there we go. Where people complain about D&D featuring races, right? Because in Dungeons and Dragons, there are races of humanoids, right? And each one is, you know, has certain proficiencies, and some people took issue with like, oh, these races are caricatures of these particular races. I believe people said, oh, that orcs are a caricature of black people, while elves are a caricature of Asian people. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Who made that comparison? Who? You made the comparison. You made that comparison. Yeah, it says a lot more about the person who complains than the people who are just consuming the media. It's like, you saw those stereotypes. You made those connections. You sound like the problem. The oldest thing is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, I know it's not huge, but it's a funny story I've heard. Again, maybe it's me just being terminally online and not know what I'm talking about. I thought elves were white people. I don't know. I don't know about that. That's what I've heard so far is that like, yeah, orcs are black. Apparently elves are apparently like Asians. I don't remember the other ones. Uh, I could I could totally say someone doing a stretch like, dwarves, the hard-working humanoid race, Mexicans. I could totally see that. I could totally see someone making that awful comparison. Oh, it's so stupid. I love it. I love it. It's really funny. God, it's stupid. I mean, again, it's just me making a guess. Okay, I find that very entertaining. Of that sort of thing. Because I don't know. I feel like I have such a, well, okay, again, me gloating or like me stretching maybe what I know, but I get the feeling that I know how some of these people work in their minds. They're pretty simple. Like, I can just guess what they think or say. Again, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not anything like that. But like, there's just such a trend of these people that like I kind of know where they're going with their line of thinking, right? Like you kind of just know. You see it enough and like, okay, here's that pattern. Pattern recognition brain, everyone. Use it. Use that analytical brain of yours. Do what's right. see what's going on. See what's going on. Yeah, they're super predictable, absolutely, right? Like anything comes out, like they're gonna complain something about it, right? What's coming out soon? Let's see. Video games 2023. I'm gonna just I've not followed any like video game news at all, so let's see. Let's see. So March, so January, February. Let's go to March. Anything that I can recognize? None of these things I recognize. I'm really bad at like following WWE. Nah, not WWE. Let's switch over to that. Let's take a look together. Alt Riser. Oh, Attila Riser. Okay, first guess. Just again, I know nothing about the actual game. I'm gonna guess like, oh no, why is one of the main characters sexy? That's what I'm gonna guess they're gonna complain about. Because I actually don't know enough about video game, like upcoming video games. I admit. I can like probably talk about like how people will complain about like established franchises. Resident Evil 4. I don't know enough about that. Last of Us Part 1. Ah, I forgot. Ew. They're re-releasing Last of Us Part 1. Oh, this list is of 20 of games released in will be released in 2023 or 23 in video games. Significant stuff. I'm trying to guess what people could complain about, knowing what is coming out. The Last of Us Life is Strange came out? Huh. Oh, Nintendo Switch. Right. Tomb Raider Reloaded. Wow, they released. Huh. Interesting. I'm sorry, but isn't the hardworking space people or Mexicans? They'd probably call them. I don't know if I can say that on stream, Haster. Wait. No, don't say. If I don't say that other word with SP, I should be fine. So Spexicans. Spexicans. Oh, great. Oh, come on. What can I? Shadow Warrior. Oh, Shadow Warrior. Oh, wow. I can. Oh no, it's not coming out though. Come on. What's coming out that I can guess what they could complain about? Last of Us. Yeah, well, Last of It's fine. It's fine. That was actually not what I thought. So, Resident Evil. Resident Evil. Let's see. Resident Evil 4. I don't know enough about that. Oh, I can guess that they might be like, oh my god, why is Leon attacking people in poverty? They're in a poor little village. just you wait. Someone's gonna talk about that. Just you wait. I'm gonna predict someone's gonna talk about that. Last of Us Part what? On Windows. Oh yeah, we already talked about that. Let's see. System Shock. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they're doing a remake of that. Nothing much about it, I don't think. Yeah. Mega Man. Oh, Mega Man. They're re-releasing it. Nice. Minecraft Legends. What the heck is that? Is an upcoming action strategy video game developed by Managing Studios and interactive. Action strategy video games. Strategy elements core the mechanics by action games. Thanks. That describes nothing. Third person perspective. Game features both cooperative and competitive multiplayer. Okay, that's pretty vague. Let me not talk about that. Akiba's Trip. Akiba's Trip. That's not gonna get enough. That's too niche. DNF Duel. I don't know anything about DNF Duel. Wait, hold up. Series Unite, Grappler, Hitman, Kenichi, Launcher, Monster Warrior Ranger. I'm willing to bet some part of one of these characters' lore is gonna be a problem for people. I bet. Keys and I. Where? Oh! 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 She's getting a game? Rhythm game titled Touch the Beat, scheduled for February 23. What? This is the thing? What platforms? Hold on. Windows, Nintendo Switch, PS4. April. Oh. Oh. That's cool. Oh. Wow, good for her. Oh, wait, let's see the game style. Ah, okay. All right, that's actually pretty cool. I found Windows. Ooh, if it's on Steam, I'd be interested in playing that. Ooh, fun. Yeah, okay, I'm down for another rhythm game. Yeah, wow, good for her. Good for her. Mugen Souls. I don't know about enough Mugen. Hogwarts. What? Oh. Oh. What, they're releasing it onto PS4 and Xbox? That's weird. That's weird. Legend of Zelda, I know that. Amnesia's getting a new game? What? Oh, wow. I heard about Rebirth, but damn. Amnesia's been like... Wow. I did not keep up with Amnesia. I've been meaning to play it too, actually, Penumbra. I remember actually, what's her name? Fauna played one of the Penumbra games recently. I want to actually go back to those games. They're janky. Oh, they're janky. I'd love to try to play them. I'd love to try to play them again. Not again, for the first time. I've actually never played before. I don't know anything about that. So let's see. What's a game people with? Street Fighter 6. What people complain about? People just keep complaining about like characters being sexualized. That's really easy. Katamari. Ooh, Katamari. Ooh, is this like a it's a sequel. Ooh, nice. Good for them. Final Fantasy 16. I don't know enough about that to say anything about it either. Let's see. Pikmin, Hogwarts, no. Yeah, I don't see anything else they could really complain about yet. You know, we can talk about that later. They complain what about the cover art? Which one? Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm a little behind on stream delay. Is the cover art just like? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all we've got for that. Oh, I thought I could go off about it, but yeah, okay, maybe we can go on later. Street Fighter. Oh, what? What's wrong with Street Fighter? Is that the cover art that they complained about? I don't see anything. I don't think a problem with it. What? What's wrong with it? Like, oh no, another game with a man on it. No, we can't have that. No, we can't have that. That's my guess. Like, I can't. I don't know. I don't think there's much to complain about that part. Oh no, we want the main character. We can't have that. Why is woman not on box art? But then we're like, oh, they're using women for the male gaze, so they buy video games. Good. Because a lot of men play video games. Imagine that. Catering to your audience? It's probably because the character's not being the main character. So what? Like, there's a story mode. You can play any of them can be the main character. I don't know anything about Street Fighter either. I've never actually played. The only fighting game that I actually have some experience in, or two fighting games. One of the more Combat X, I think, yeah, Combat X. Again, I never owned it though. I played on other people's consoles, and I had some experience with Tekken 7 to be exact. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I don't really know much about that. Yeah, but again, people are predictable. It's just fun to see, like, like, oh, okay, yeah, you're definitely complain about that. Great, thanks. Like, another one. Wow. Next, like, complain about something we don't know that you're gonna complain about. Give me something new. Come on. Oh yeah. I have other topics for today. Before I continue, just ranting on about people being predictable. So I don't know if any of you guys know anything about the VTuber scene. I love the VTuber scene. And I gotta admit, like, it's just my problem being so blind before. So I admit that, like, I'm part of a problem. So we go to this tweet here. This is waifu baby. Now, sure, there's some negative things that maybe she's done, like people talked about too, because I think it was part of the whole Nux thing. Apparently, she was part of the. But I can ignore that. I can ignore that actually. Which, yeah, I know it's being stupid because I can't ignore, like, what you can't ignore what other, like, VTubers done. So waifu baby, she actually had a concert that was supposed to be her last performance, and that's I actually like her as a character. She's great. I've caught a few streams in here. I'm sad I haven't caught any recent ones. She seems like a fun person. And I'm sad that I didn't really catch her, like, early on in her career, because I think part of me was like, well, Millie doesn't like her. Why does Millie does not like her? And yeah, it's kind of on me. Seems like a fun character. So it's been postponed at least. So yeah, it's fine. From what I understand, she's gonna move on to future stuff. She's still continuing a few projects that she is under Giga Music Group. But an interesting thinking about this, like, I believe people talk about this before, right? It's this whole idea of, like, I guess internet personalities was like, oh yeah, of course they're temporary, right? But then, like, part of that has been accelerated now that we have these virtual personalities. Now I'm only just saying, like, VTuber, just virtual personalities in general, right? Where let me just I'm really bad at not switching to the right screen. Where they are even more temporary, right? Because we all get all these graduations, or people moving on to different things, and maybe working on a different name, or just disappearing altogether, much earlier than you expect. Because some people are lifers. Like, let's say, PewDiePie. Oh my God, seems like to be a lifer for an internet personality, right? I think he's gonna go on for I don't know how long. All the best to him. But it's interesting to think, like, man. Some of these personalities are more temporary than you think. Like, how does it affect people's mentality, I guess? Because the traditional celebrities, like, there for life, right? Technically, kind of there for life, depending on the person. Some of them exit and disappear and live their life a bit more quietly. Because I believe what's her name? The actress Jeanette McCurdy. She exited the acting scene, which I'll respect to her. Yeah, I know you can kind of hate it. And I feel that way too. But here's the part that I can say that you have to be very careful then about being aware about yourself and the connection that you create with these virtual personalities, right? This is where I can warn people against having these parasocial relationships, which actually I can have a bigger comment on later too. But you have to be careful. Like, you have to be aware. Hey, like, these people are not someone you know forever. And you remember, okay, you should more prioritize the actual relationships you have in real life, right? Because just like me, hey, maybe I will not actually do YouTube forever. I mean, I enjoy it for sure, right? But maybe I'm gonna be gone next year. Who knows, right? I want to. I personally have to say here, I want to continue doing this YouTube thing, this online thing. But if things change, they have to change. I have to say goodbye, right? But that's the thing. Like, you have to be very aware of yourself and what kind of connections you create with these characters, because it could really ruin you if, like, let's say, oh no, my Oshi's gone. It's like, now your life feels empty. It's like, well, you got to give yourself purpose first, right? And they could be supplementary to your lifestyle. You shouldn't rely on another person to be your source of happiness. Now, I'm not saying, hey, only rely on yourself, be selfish, and then only take yourself in to be your source of happiness. But, like, don't let someone else be that crutch as well, right? Allow them to still be part of your life. Allow them to still be supplementary to what you do. Because if you become so attached, it might hurt you a lot when they leave, right? I know it feels bad, and it sounds like it's easy for me to say, but I believe I've kept a pretty good mental state about these sort of things. Like, I enjoy these characters, right? But maybe that it's because I don't actually watch them enough to really form a connection of that sort. Now, I admit, I've spoken about this in another stream before. I've bought some of the merchandise. I've bought their voice materials, right? I can say that. They are nice to have, but it's not something that I personally rely on to be like, oh wow, I need this to be my source of comfort all the time. I have my own things that I do. Like, I still play video games. I still talk to people. So yeah, it's an interesting thing to think about psychology of that sort of thing, and the sort of relationships that people can form now that so many people are so easy to connect to these days. I wonder, if anyone's talked about that before. Because there's that one guy, I think he's like, I can't remember his name. He's that doctor that, oh, Alice, hey, welcome to the stream. No, you can't have her. Welcome. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. But where's it going? Yeah, there's that one gamer guy. I can't remember his name, but he's like talked to streamers and their mental health and all that sort of thing. Actually, my sister sent me like a video. Says like, how do you keep going? How do you find purpose? I felt like I didn't need it. But unfortunately, maybe my sister feels like she doesn't know she has the direction right now. Dr. K, that's the one. Thank you. He seems really interesting person. I actually want to watch. I don't know if here's the weird thing, right? I am interested in what he does, but I also feel like, maybe I don't want to look into that. Maybe I'll look in too much of myself and think, oh, I'm flawed. I need to work on these things. I'm comfortable with myself enough. And I don't think I need the extra little bit of like help from that sort of thing. But hey, maybe I do. And maybe I'm just too much of myself, too into myself and be like, I don't need help. I'm so much pride. Like, I know I have flaws. And I don't know if there's anything that I need to say like, oh, I definitely need to look at that to get help from. I think I'm okay. Okay. Daki, what I should really do for the Daki? I should probably swap it out for like my other waifu, like my actual like one true waifu. Because Arishika, she's great. However, my favorite character's still got to be, what's her name again? Wow, good job, Nelson, for getting your favorite waifu. Kaga, Coco Kaga from Golden Time. I know no one can ruin her because no one's thinking about doing a reboot or anything of that. Thank God. Sentai Films already did the dub. The dub is good the way it is. They're not going to touch it again. I hope. I think I did buy the Blu-ray. So yeah, you can't change it now. Change my physical edition, huh? Oh God, I'm sorry. I've had a long day. Okay, daylight savings time messed with my schedule. I'm gonna drink my sorrows away. It's water, by the way. I'm not gonna be drinking on stream. I don't really drink. I'm not a drinking kind of guy. But yeah, I mean, here's where I'm happy that I have a wife that's like from a times past over a decade ago now, so no one's gonna think about her. Like, yeah, stop, please. No bully me, please. Yeah. I'm happy I have a waifu that no one's probably gonna like try to admonish me for, unless you guys want to start doing that. You can bully me. It's fine. I'm okay with it. I'll take it. Zero's Roy with his wife. I love you. Oh no. I just have memory problems later in life very quickly. Oh no. It's too early, man. Oh no. I'll just call her wife, you know, like, hey wife. Hi woman. hey woman. How you doing today? Oh no. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, maybe no, maybe you know, try to at least have some memory. You know, I got a lot of thoughts in my head right now, you know, a lot of things going on. But yeah, it's very caveman. Woman. Oh. Woman. Oh no, I'm not getting into that yet. I don't know if I'm ready to speak about more about that sort of thing, but like, people have really gotten a problem about just knowing what a woman is. And I'll leave it at that. That's something that maybe I can explore later. But yeah, no, it's funny because I have a friend, who, in a very like endearing manner, calls his wife woman. I like woman good, woman good. I don't know what else to say about it. Woman beautiful, woman bountiful, woman soft, woman warm. Hello, wife. I walk with wife. Wife, hug wife. Wife good. I ride wife. Sad wife. I throw wife. Yeah, you know, returning to caveman's not bad. It's not. It's pretty good. I like keeping it simple. Cause man, there's some really freaky tech out there I learned about. And I shouldn't go into it yet. No. This may be a topic for another day. But like, I like tech. Tech is cool. But there's some things I'm like, maybe we don't do that. Maybe we stop. Maybe think about it for a point. You know. Caveman talk. Yeah, I love it. Alice, thank you for the entertainment. Lovely to have you back here at Zero's Void. Yeah. So let's move on to the next, a very related topic about graduations. So you guys heard about the suspension of Zion Lanza. So we'll go over to the official announcement from Niji just a couple days ago now, like 2 days ago now. And yeah, well, she's done a lot of things, and it's funny because people complain, oh, she, you know, you don't say enough about why you let people go. Well, they're like, bet. So let me open this in a new tab here. And they're like, hey, by the way, we are no longer working with her. Oh God, yeah, you know, she's great. You know, she's not they weren't ready for her. Which reminds me of like I saw a meme. It was her in a straitjacket. Like it was someone in a straitjacket in a room, and it's her head like was too silly. Oh, let me remove my webcam so we can actually read this. There we go. So they like bet. So list it out. Use a copyright song without authorization, reveal internal information, make statements that would lead to speculation about stuff on her personal media accounts, offensive remarks regarding discrimination and sexual assault, oh boy, several infringements of rules pertaining to those games defined by any color, expressing her own will to perform streams using illegal sites, I guess, or mule means, comments that can be considered offensive to the rights holder during a game stream, giving false information to other Niji EN livers, contest communications Anycolor Inc., falsely claiming that it received permission from Anycolor Inc. from after review or comment on Zion performing an action prohibited by the rules, falsely claiming that sponsored by brand during stream, gives likes to comments falling under defamation of Niji livers or Anycolor, using social media accounts that she personally operates, and numerous other actions and comments infringing on contracted rules. Um, and yeah, like and what's funny, so like, whoops, she did a lot. And my favorite thing was this 4chan thread. Now I read through this. A friend of mine sent me this thread, and someone posted this image, which I will blow up here. And they're like, "Oh my God, you're such double standards. Why would you do that?" They're like, "Because these people did it too." Because let's see, these, I don't know the characters' names. I'm sorry, but like, these guys did this, these guys did that, these guys did this, these guys did this, these guys did this, this guy did this, this guy did this. Okay, great. They did it. They got reprimanded, and everything's fine, right? Yeah, there's JP Liver in there. I don't remember their names, but yeah. Oh yeah, I can't remember her name. Rion. Yeah, she's cool. She's fun. Um, and it's like, yeah, sure, these guys did it, but as 4chan does, they like to blow things out of the water, more than necessary. And they're like, "Oh my God, these guys did it too. Why don't they like reprimand them in this way? They're too harsh on Lanza Zion. Why would they do this? My Oshi, you can't do this, to my Oshi." It's like, bro, she did like all of these things within like a month. So like, that's probably why. Like, she didn't have like apparently she didn't show intention of like improving. So understandable, right? Like, again, this is, they're like, "Oh my God, my Oshi," but like, also they signed on with a corporation. You signed a contract. You better follow it. Now, if you infract it, a few times here and there, fine. And but if you're doing it so continually and decide not to like change, understandable that you go. I have nothing against Niji. I have nothing against Zion. She seems fun as a character. Now, I do intend to follow her on her personal life. I'm not gonna say anything here, like usual. I'm not gonna go talking about someone else's like background. So yeah, I probably will let you discover that for yourself. There are ways of finding. I'm very sure of it. And actually, another fun thing, someone tried to do like, "Oh, but they did this too," with Finana. Why are you ignoring Finana and all this? She used MiHoYo songs in a couple of streams that got them private or taken down. Shared her audition video with her fans, which is why it got leaked. She had made a number of sexual assault jokes and even joked about sexual infections. Made racist remarks during her GTA streams. Talked about piracy during her Promare watch along. Even encouraged it. Now the Promare thing is private, so you can't even talk about it. Plays a lot of her games on emulator during streams. Likes not safe for artwork of herself and retweets it on her main account. Joined a fan Discord to play games with them privately. Joined and talked to their voice chat. Is late for sponsored streams on collabs with coworkers. Has antagonized parts of the fan base, including banning commonly used words without talking to the company. So none of this exactly is a problem. Yeah, like, source, dude, trust me, right? Because I don't know anything about MiHoYo stuff. The audition video I don't know about. What I do know about is let's see, where's that? Plays a lot of her games on emulator during streams. Now, maybe there's ones that are members only, maybe there's ones that are privated now, but looking at Finana's like stream record, where? What did she emulate? Tell me where, right? Like, I would like to be proven wrong, 4chan, please. The Discord stuff, I don't know, right? Likes not favorite work of herself and retweets them on her main account. I didn't find her stuff. I don't know. Now, the bottom part, I only lightly agree with. I actually had bigger contention about it before. But I understand a bit more now. Whatever, right? I get it. So I had some problems. Now, there's two parts to this. Too much of me saying she didn't like the word used trap because it was apparently transphobic. But anyone who's sane doesn't actually use that word to talk about trans people. So now, in part though, now I didn't like that, right? Now I do respect, right? It's her content. she's allowed to ban worth what she wants. If she doesn't feel comfortable with it, sure, I get it. But her reasoning for it being transphobic, I'd say wrong. Right? I'm not on her side for that. But even other lives are late for collabs, they get made fun of for lives apologize for being late. There's no problem, right? I don't know if they have reprimands for being late, but I don't know why this 4chaner like decided to like say, oh, this is important, I gotta bring it up. One of my friends, actually, let's see if I can find that message. He sent me a message about some. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. There we go. So let me see if I can just make sure I'm looking at the right things. Yeah, cool. And so this is a list of things of bad things that Anna has done. Right? Like, oh my god, she's a hardcore SJW. Oh my god. So like there's this first link here goes to her playing a game called Bully. I think it's a remaster of it. And Queer Eye for a Straight Guy, Little Fuck again. I don't know what that. Intelligence. So a lot of these are like little clips here and there that are like extremely innocuous, right? Like, oh my god, she tried to get a gay kiss. Oh my god, she dyes her hair pink like a crazy. Like, are people not allowed to just dye their hair? Like, yes, some people who dye their hair are like crazy people, but like doesn't mean that she is. And it openly mocks white people repeating like white blue eyes go extinct. I don't know what, like, I think that was in context, not actually anything about that. Mocks white people on Twitter, doesn't apologize. Definitely not. I looked at a link. Actually, let me type it in then, just see we have it here. You know what? Let's go visit it. Archive.is WBIST. What? Did I type that wrong? I've heard it's a good game. I've actually been thinking of playing it too. Archive. Oh, the IS/W. There we go. Nope. Come on, work with me. Come on, Firefox. You can do it. There you go. So that was saying. They're saying that she mocks white people. I didn't know it was Singles. I didn't know Singles had its own day. I thought it was yesterday. So what date was it even? Yeah, the 15th. Oh yeah, okay. Gotta add salty injury. You know. Oh yeah, because she always talks about her like being single, right? Salty. You should probably consult your doctor. It tastes that way. It's okay. My doctor told me it was okay. So he confirms you're more white than you thought. And then there's this GIF. Oh, I can't play it. But it's just a person with like really like white makeup on. It's like, okay, how does that make fun of white people? Where? Tell me, 4chan, where? Classic liberal bullshit. I'm scared to go to America because all the guns. That's again, they're really trying to stretch a lot of things. Like, I understand if you don't like guns, that's fine. Like, you know. And punches Jesus in the face. Yeah, if you're this guy. Oh wow, I get a little bit more about this person now rereading this. And punches Jesus in the face. Yeah, of course. I'd laugh about punching religious fictional people in the face. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Whatever. Defeat the call and eat the rich. In context, it was a really fun part of that. And it calls Remo a victim of capitalism. Again, right? This is in these like clips and streams. There's no problem. You want to see the clip? Which clip do you want to see? Eat the rich? We can do that. Let's see. Can I? Okay, let's go. V equals T 5 I S A I S Y C M. Oh, M. Oh, did I write that right? I'm really bad. Okay, let me. Okay, let me see if we can find it then. But yeah, let's go here. Give me a moment here. I'm a professional streamer, I swear. Yeah. Okay, so let's go here. No, I want to edit the URL. Give it to me. Okay, so it's T 5. Oh, not available anymore. No. Wait, no, it's not. Oh, this is wrong. No, it's wrong URL. Okay. L S A 5 L S A L S Y C M O. I'm gonna copy paste that. Make sure that's the correct one. Okay, so that might not be an L. Oh, okay, so that might be a only the most professional streams for you guys. L, capital L. Okay, I gotta find this thread again now, huh? Okay, fine, I'll find the thread again. I'm professional streamer. I have no dead time, I swear. 447 60613. Bam. And then Control F. Let's go with. There we go. Eat the rich. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Found the link. All right, let's go here. So this is gonna be the punching Jesus in the face and laughs about it. This is a Pokemon stream. What?
Hey! I wanna be the very best, like Jesus Christ himself.
Oh, this one, right.
I wanna
Where's the
walk
punching?
on water.
Oh, there it is.
Train myself to fly.
Uh-huh. Come on, come on. Punch. There we go.
Pokemon! Okay, maybe it's not the same Pokemon. I have mistaken it, but it's
She didn't laugh about what?
okay. It looks very similar, okay?
Okay, fine. What the? Okay, that was a stretch. Let's go. Eat the rich. Wait. Oh yeah, here's eat the rich. Yeah, see 4chan, right? Like I said, they stretch things, right?
Eat the rich! Eat the rich! Eat the colonizers! Let's go! Take our land back! For Canada!
Yeah. See, that's really weird. Like, this makes sense because they're playing the racing game. The animation was golden too, right? Like, it also said in the name of Canada. What? She's a capitalist now. Oh! We can't have that, guys. We can't have Anna being a capitalist. Anna calls Reimu a victim of capitalism. Let's find that one. Let's go that one. Uh-oh. No. Don't make me lose my 4chan post. I gotta keep that 4chan post open. Oh my god. Alright, this is the same stream, different timestamp.
Actually happened.
I love capitalism.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You're a victim.
I love capitalism. See, it's perfect. It's great in context with this game, right? I like it. Yeah, it's great. I don't know. Again, 4chan is just really like this user in specific, like this one in particular, just really wants to make Anna look bad, right? And this is where I want to say again, like this is kind of part of the whole thing when we talk about the kind of relationships that you can have with these characters. Now, sure, you can like them, fine, but like also there's the other side of that where like people really hate people, where they'll like just find like the littlest thing, like person bad. It's like whoa, slow down there, buddy. You know, grandma, let's get you to sleep. Grandma, you know, I think you haven't had your nap today. Like, there's two sides to this whole like, idolizing people thing, right? And it's really funny to me. I it's really funny when like a lot of these things happen. Then Fortune's like, oh, let's light up. Let's talk bad about people I don't like even more. Like it's really funny. I don't know how people function like that. Do you not have a actually it's like the eternally online people, right? Like you have nothing else to do and you're like, well, let me just hyper focus on this thing. To stretch information, you got to do it right. Removing context is just the means you lose anyone finds it. Well, yeah, right? Like that's the funny thing, right? People definitely they just try to find the outside of context. I mean, it's the same. Like these 4chan people try to hate on people, similar to people who tried to say like, "Oh, Mr. Beast is homophobe because he used the word gay in a derogatory way." Even though, like, I believe I saw the tweet that they were trying to reference, like, well, that's pretty innocuous. It's not the gotcha they thought it was, right? You know. So yeah. Again, if you want to let someone look bad, you got to take out the context you can. Oh wait, that reminds me actually. With this termination, I swear, I remember Zion. She did like a collab, a duet of a song. Let's see. Zion song duet. Cover. I think it's yeah. Where is it? Oh, she did a cover with someone, and like, what's funny is that like in the title, like they removed Zion from it. It's hilarious. It's like when Stalin removed people he didn't like from his photos. It's like, oh, ooh. Well, I mean, yeah, it's fair. I mean, whatever any color. Maybe Niji actually like requested them to remove her name. Maybe a person who she did that collab, the duet with. You know, let me find that. Lanza wiki, because they should show like the cover sheets did, right? Discography. Hold it down. Fans, quotes, trivia. Where's YouTube partner, membership, blah blah blah. Oh, there it is. There. Yeah, they did do a cover. It was Zion and Maria. They did the cover of the song called "Identity" by Canaria. Canaria. There it is. Oh, but hey, look, the description still has her name, so I don't think there's a problem here. Actually, let's go to archive. See if there. Oh, archive. There's archive. No, I can't type archive. Dot. Oh God. Okay, let me. Archive. Yes. Swear to God, I can't type. So. There we go. Search for that. Close that with that. So if we go over to here, we see this is the cover that I talked about earlier, and it does say here first duet cover was Zai-chan, right? That's still there. But the title doesn't feature. So I'm wondering if we go to the archive. Oh, that was today. Well, I'm sad. I guess they archived today because they like thought, oh, we gotta catch Nietzsche in 4K doing the Stalin thing. I could totally see someone saying that in their head. Oh yeah, Kyo. Hey. Well, yeah. Kyo. You know, I actually haven't heard his voice before, and I agree with some people. He sounds black. There's some way he speaks. He sounds like an American black guy. I don't know how to explain it. He definitely sounds like an American black guy. I don't have it any other way. It sounds really racist when I put it that way, but you know, this stereotypes happen for some reason. Okay, there's a reason. I don't care. Ave? It's not Ave though. It's not Ave. You know what? Let's go to my YouTube history and find the clip that I saw of him. It's gotta be here somewhere. Oh yeah. Okay, this one just because because of the phrasing. Okay, so this is a clip of Kyo saying "baby girl" multiple times, and That's probably the way he said it. Sounds like, man, that sounds like a black dude thing. Oh, baby girl. So let's listen. Add
What
baby
is
girl
it? What
every
does it say?
sentence. Ugh. I cringe for both of them.
Hold on.
I don't know if I can
Hold
just.
on, this is gonna be good. This is actually gonna be so funny.
I'll leave it.
Oh
Let it
my
play.
god, there really is a god in this world, and they're on my side today. Okay, I'm ready, Kyo. Whenever you want.
Let's hear him say it. Let's hear him say it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, and okay, baby
Wait, hold
girl.
on. Can I go to the bathroom first? Sorry, I keep
Yes,
thinking
you
like
can,
pee
baby
and
girl.
then
Go
stay.
pee, baby girl. Have a good one.
Like there's something about his accent.
That was very insightful table banging, baby girl.
Okay.
Hi, Alu peeps.
Yo, that's not the Batsu. It's my
Oh.
baby girl.
Hi, baby girl.
What's that? Come on.
I'm sorry, baby girl.
Oh my god, that actually like makes me kind of nauseous. Not gonna lie.
I don't
Can you
know.
like,
Yo,
at least
yo,
try to
yo.
Sound like
Yo,
you know.
that's how I feel when I listen to ASMR. I'm not.
Something about his accent. I don't know how to pin it, but something the way he speaks. I've heard people speak like this before. I don't know how to explain it. Again, sounds really racist. I'm okay with someone taking it out of context. You know, if someone's gonna clip that, at least use the right hashtag. Okay, the hashtag. I'm gonna put it in the chat here. Okay, it's zero context. Okay, you gotta use that. Okay, if you're gonna clip it, use that hashtag. Let me find it. Okay, at least let me know I'm gonna make myself look bad. Okay, at least do that for me. So, yeah, come on. I'm okay. Give me the cancel. I'm prepared for that. Someone try to cancel me. No one's gonna try to cancel. I don't think I've said anything. Well, people can take things the wrong way, but I'm not big enough. People won't care. It's just funny. Like, one of these days, though, someone's gonna try to cancel me. Who knows? It's not gonna be soon. Well, if I get bigger, probably. I can't wait for like me to say something like just slightly off. And like, ugh. Could be his way of speaking because of his upbringing. I really don't know a thing about him, but it's okay. He seems cool. It's really funny that like how much like I read into it, right? The 4chan threads I read 2 weeks ago. Like how much people read into it. Like, oh my god, he's definitely trying to pretend to be from the hood. Well, that's sort of like, okay, whatever. This is a character. You were complaining about a guy playing a character online. Wow. Yeah, he's very unique. Absolutely, I agree. He's great. That does remind me of a friend of mine when we were talking about Zion, right? It's like there's rumors. Rumors. That like in real life she's married. Oh no, my Oshi, she can't be married. No, she's supposed to be innocent. She's supposed to be my idol. It's like, yeah, well, your idol's really got a vulgar mouth and she's really entertaining. But yeah, I can't confirm anything. You know, again, I'm not here to try to reveal personal, but it's fun to speculate because people try to find things to complain about. It's fun. It's so fun. Like 2 weeks ago, we looked at the threads, and they were like, "Oh my god, they're flirting. Kyo was flirting with Enna. Like, oh, she can't be flirting with them." It's like, bro, what? Where? Show me where Kyo was flirting. Like, oh, your whole soul, right? Your fictional character is flirting with another fictional character. Oh, boo-hoo. It's so good. It's so delicious. This is where, like, again, I feel like I'm really, like, I think I'm sane enough to like separate like the character from like reality, right? I think I got a pretty good head of my shoulders. Like, yeah, I can do that. It's funnier to me. Like, I don't want to go too much on this. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly mention this, and we're not gonna move on. Where, sure, I do not. I say bad things about Shoujo because they do bring their life stuff in, right? That's kind of their fault. So, like, they make it too real. Talking about the CVT thread. CVT. I'm not sure what CVT you might be talking about. yeah, Fortune is definitely a cesspit, right? Like we established earlier. Hi Guts, by the way, welcome to the stream. Love to see you again. Um, they are entertaining, and they definitely blow things out of the water, right? Because we even spoke about earlier, where like there was someone in like a thread saying, "Oh my God, N is such an SJW. Look at these clips that out of context almost sound like she's really an SJW. Oh my God!" And it's like, no, it's fine. It's in context of the stream, it's fine. Like, most, from what I've seen clips of like Niji livers, they play their characters pretty well. They keep a lot of things out, like, IRL stuff out, which I respect. Again, because you're an entertainer, right? You're supposed to help people escape from real life and its troubles, right? So why bring it in, right? That's why I kind of also don't like VShoja and certain VTubers, because they do that. It's like you're supposed to be like, it's weird, right? I'm a purist in the sense that like, you're an entertainer. Sure, this is an avenue for self-expression, but it doesn't mean that you bring in real life troubles to comment about it, right? So like, I'm okay with it because I'm IRL face. I can talk about it because I'm comfortable talking about it. I don't really care. I'm not here for just like pure entertainment. I'm here to just I'm here to discuss things. That's kind of my whole channel now, right? I've made many a YouTube video just discussing things. So I'm fine with that. And I would be surprised if any other, but I would be surprised if other Yoshis, or you sort or aren't surprised. But yeah, I'd be happy for people. Yeah, and actually, like that's why I even joked to my friend, right? Like, I said to him, when he said that she might be, I'm like, oh no, my Yoshi can't be married. But like, honestly, good for her. Yeah, good for people for getting married. No issue with that. No issue at all. The place has a lot of conspiracy theories. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of hearsay. Of course, a lot of hearsay. And I know a lot of people talk about like how there's a clique. I don't see evidence of it, at least, right? Like I thought I wanted to try to take them seriously. Again, a mistake for trying to take 4chan seriously. There's not a lot of evidence out there for what they want to say. Right? It's really funny. Other Oshi acts so childish. I'd be surprised if he somehow gets engaged. Well, yeah, remember they're a character online, right? They're fun and it's fine as long as you don't get mixed up with your like character in life. Whatever to you, Again, these people playing characters online, and it's totally fine. They're allowed to do so, and if they want to make money off it, wow, all the power to them. Wow, playing a character. It's like playing a character in an animated show as an actor, as a voice actor. What's the problem? What's the problem? Also, these corporate VTubers, it's their job to play the character. Oh no. My fictional character is actually being the character under the corporation? No. Can't be. Now, 4Leaf, I'm curious. Who's this childish Oshi you're talking about? What kind of level of childishness do they act? I'm curious. As I definitely can say I'm a man child. Like I don't mind people calling me a man child. Like there's certain moments where like, well, I mean, if I'm just being entertaining here, I do what I want. Who's Kuzuha? Oh, Kuzuha. I'm guessing you mean Kuzuha. Or is it actually Kuzuha? Yeah. Yeah, Kuzuha. That's like a vampire boy, right? Huh. Okay. If you give me a scale like childishness in the way he acts, like from like 1 to 5, how childish is he on stream? Because I actually have not watched any of his stuff, but he is definitely one of the most popular livers, I believe, right? I know that about him. I know nothing about him. I know nothing about him. this is what I have in mind whenever I watch my Oshi. Never think that they're like that in real life. A 3 or a 4. Oh, that's a high rating. Yeah. Yeah, never think that they're that way real. Absolutely. Good on you, Guts. That's exactly how you should think about the people. Because man, I mean, I want to say bad things about like certain people. Like maybe they're really hug boxy as like this character, but they're like total bitches offline. Possible, right? Totally possible. And I could even tell you guys, oh yeah, I'm pretty, like, for myself, I can say, oh, I'm pretty real. I'm like upfront with you guys. Well, I mean, sure, I could be. Who knows? Maybe I'm really good at lying, which I'm not good at lying. I admit. You can be a bit childish, but well, you can also be sure. Yeah, totally fine, right? There are moments for that, and I guess that childishness is part of his character, and that's probably why he's so popular as well. Yeah, speaking on that like character thing, I generally think I'm pretty transparent. Obviously, there's things I don't want to say and reveal about myself, right? Because that's kind of important to keep some OPSEC, right? Whoever he's like, I hope he's a good person. I have a general good faith that most people are good, right? For the most part. I don't really have much. I have some faith in people, just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. Some others, they've proven themselves to be not good people, so I will just avoid them. But sometimes they're really good for my numbers. Gotta get those numbers up. You know, as you know, an online person, I gotta get that clickbait. You know, I don't know how I would rate my clickbait skills. I think they're okay. I think they're alright. Oh, huh. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna look over my thumbnails actually. I'm gonna go with my clickbait. It's okay. It's okay. I definitely don't get the numbers for like regular stuff, but I still have fun anyways. I'm not too worried about numbers for the time being. Like it's better I don't. It keeps me more sane, I guess. Clickbait. Yeah, thanks, man. I do what I can. I think I've cultivated a little bit of that skill in this time, and I hope to improve more as a streamer. I gotta make sure I transition properly to this chatting stream. Using that Corona and any publishers. Kind of funny. Yeah, that's awesome, right? I love that, really. Actually, I have a bunch of other VTubers made by that same artist that have that same face. Let me see if I can find it. Never worry about numbers, man. Yeah, I try not to. But if this does become like a thing that I continue to do, which, I mean, there's some changes in my life. I won't speak too much about it. I may try to focus more on this. I may focus on other skills as well. I actually had a audition written up for Niji a couple months ago. And I might try to follow that plan of myself, because one of their questions was like, oh, what do you plan to do on stream? What do you plan on entertaining people with? I'm like, well, I could do this on my own. I don't need to work under a company to do so, right? So I try to find. Let me see if I have more spare time. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Right? Obviously, I got my other work I need to do, because I've got a friend of mine and I we're working a book, so hopefully get that published relatively soon. And other fun stuff, like other skills that I have been neglecting. Like one, actually, let me just quickly see if I can find that folder of like full of Corona and other VTuber pointing angrily. Where's that? Oh, is it? Oh, it's in the wrong. Oh, it's on my phone. I have a bunch of them on my phone. Okay, so it's not here. Okay. Oh wait, nope, wrong one. Oh, what do I do? I do have a folder full of like Hololive poggers. Let me switch over to that. Let me show you. There's like a few here. So I got her. I don't remember the name of. I got Aqua. I got name I can't remember the name of. I got Hachama. I got name I can't remember right now. I got Mel. I got Miko. I got Mio. I got Okayu. I got Roboco. Yeah, I got remember that name at least. I got Shion. Oh wait, Shion. And I got I got Sora. I totally remember. I have no real explanation for it. I found one of them one day, and there's this one artist on Pixiv that just had this collection. That's why this folder exists. It's 12 folders in total, 12 images in total. And it's fun. One of these days I may use one of these images for a thumbnail. Maybe we'll find out. We'll find out one day. It'll be fun. What window I have open right now? Oh, it's just that. Yeah. Okay. Good. It's my browser. But yeah, I like this a lot. This thumbnail's perfect. I save all my thumbnails. I save all my videos too. I like to have them archived. I should probably get my NAS, not NAS. Yeah, my NAS built. Network attached storage built. I've been neglecting that quite a bit. Whoopsies. But hey, look at my desktop. Don't you look at my desktop? It's great. This other fun images I have. Oh, I have Angie Pekora. Like Angry Pekora. I got Angie Sora. Angie Coco. Huh? Oh, I have Angie, right? Oh, I have a few Mio picks. Look at Happy Mio. We got Judging Mio. We got, I think, just like Confused Mio, and then Angie. I'm just sharing my reacts folder now, huh? I have more on my phone though. I have way too many reaction photos on my phone. What's my favorite of all these? I don't have that much right now. Yeah, let's continue the Angie. Speaking of things that I want to work on, one of those things for sure, I dabble a little bit of pixel art. And where's the ones I made here? Yeah, wait. Oh. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Yeah. So a few. No, I haven't finished that one, have I? No. Oh, one of my favorites to do. I did. I did this AK. Like AK. Made this pixel art AK. I think I'm proud of it. It's pretty okay. It's based off of one of the variants. I don't really know which one, like AKM, something like that. I did a scary black version of it. And my personal favorite, inspired by an image my friend sent me, is this, the shovel handle AK. I love this very much. I made these, by the way. I actually should say that. I made these. These are mine. I made these myself. And I have a bit of skill in, tiny bit of skill in pixel art. I want to definitely work on it more. So that's something that I may actually do on stream one day. That sounds fun. Just hang out, chill, do some pixel art. Another one. Let's see. Did I do one? No, I didn't do that. Oh, it's pretty rough. I don't want to show that. I'm ashamed of that. Nope, we're not talking about that one. There's cursed guns I want to do. There's this. Feast your eyes on this wonderful M4 combined with a Lee Enfield. Yeah, I have some cursed guns. I have a folder of like 3 images. I would love to see more. Another one is this like revolver. Buddy, are you okay? This is great. These are not mine, but like I love seeing these. I do. Like this got this like M4 combined with a revolver, and I don't even know what this stock is. It's just there. right? So cursed. And one of my other favorites. This what is this like AK variant? Like here's the trigger. Here's the tiny magazine. Here's the forehand. I can't remember the name. Foregrip, and this like fat like suppressor in front. One of these days, I'll make these in pixel art. You know that should be a stream idea. I'm writing that down. That's what I made. Oh come on, there's another one that I really was proud of. No. Oh, that one's I'm not proud of. No, it's rough. Let's not show that off. Ooh, I like this one. I made a Mauser C96. Not bad. We got the broomstick handle. Not bad. Let's see. I didn't do that one yet. I didn't do that one yet. Not yet. Did I do this? Did I start this one at all? Oh, I did start that one. Did I finish it? I think it's finished. I've done that one yet. Did I do that one? Oh, I didn't yet. Okay, fair. Yeah, so I'll show off this last one. I think that's I've done in pixel art. This, bam! That familiar? Oh, did I finish it at all? I think I'm missing a few details on this guy. Yeah, I think I'm missing a few things. But you ever played any Call of Duty Zombies? This is a very iconic weapon. Ooh, speaking of Call of Duty, I've made this one, you know, good old revive symbol. Very good, very good. And no. Oh, yeah, I did Brandon Herrera would love to review those cursed guns. Man, I would love to see him review those guys too. Yeah, he's great. I need to watch more of his content. I did a K bar. It's a pretty decent K bar. No. I didn't do that. Didn't do that. Ooh. One of my personal favorites I did. Open this one. I did the ray gun. I like the ray gun. I actually made two variants of it. So I did this one, and I did this one. Oh, no. This one. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. It's I don't know if you guys know, this is the Call of Duty ray gun, and this is like when it's open, and this one's like got the batteries too. It's all sized properly and everything. I think I did a pretty good job. Oh wait, let me remove myself from my webcam because you can't see anything. But there we go. Bam. I even got like the effect with like glowing there. I got the it's off because it's got like not connections. Huh? I'm decent at some pixel art. I want to do more. Because I got a reminder from Facebook. Because like what boomer uses Facebook, right? I do. I use Facebook. I was reminded that like 2 years ago that's when I did that AK. I'm like, man, I should really practice my pixel art. I should really do that. Well, you know, I want to do one of the streams. I'm definitely gonna do a stream of me doing pixel art. Yeah, I had planned to do it tonight, but I think I'm gonna close off the stream for tonight. We've got quite a few tangents here. Then, just look at my art. It's good art, right? It's great art. Look at it. It's so good. But yeah. Thank you guys for joining me today. Oh, wrong windows. What am I doing? There we go. Thank you guys for joining me tonight again for another Void of Thoughts. You know, if you guys want to leave suggestions for future topics, throughout the week, I'm looking for topics, but I'm really bad at it. You can leave a comment below here. But what I definitely recommend is going to my Discord. It's linked down below, and you can post in general for now about topics that you want me to talk about. I will probably make a particular channel say, hey, topic suggestions, so you guys can suggest topics for me to talk about. I don't mind if it's like within the week, if it's maybe a couple weeks old. I'm a very opinionated person. I will try to talk about things what I know about or what I can theorize about. And yeah, I think I'll close things off. But yeah, join the Discord. link below. You should be able to see it. Should be like the very first link I have there. What else do I want to say? I don't know what much to say. Localizer's bad. Don't trust localizers. If you have the means to support, you buy things like if you have financial means and you want to support the art that you like, buy directly from Japan. If these artists have Patreons or whatever similar things, go support them. Don't support localizers. Don't support American localizers. I'll close up today. Thank you guys for joining me. And localizers. I like colonizers. I have a better one. It's lolcolizers. I'll write it down. Lolcolizers. There we go. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I'll sign off for today, and I hope to see you guys next week. Boop. Gotta do that. I gotta do that. Okay, see you guys then.